Booktube, happy Halloween! I'm Winx and the ink I'm talking about today is the Trick or Treat book tag. I was tagged to do this by Gabrielle from Firmius Reads, who actually created this tag for last Halloween. And it is actually Halloween right now as of filming this. It's the evening of Halloween, so I'll be putting this up a little bit late, but hopefully still tonight yet. But I am in costume still. It's not a very obvious costume, but I kind of came up with it at the last minute, and I am hipster Peter Pan. So I have my Lost Boys knuckle tats, as you can see, and my slouchy green hat, my ironic Squad Ghouls t-shirt. I had tights on, but I took them off because I'm home now, and who wants to wear tights when you're at home? And little like ankle boot things. But yeah, anyway, so on to the tag. Number 1 is Witch's Brew. What is your favorite magical book or series? There are so many great answers for this. I had a really hard time. Obviously, Harry Potter is one that jumps to mind, but I had to go with my heart on this, and because this is my absolute favorite magical system, I went with Name of the Wind by Patrick Rothfuss, which is the first book in the Kingkiller Chronicles series. I really just love the magical system in this series. It's very much like science, and it's just such a cool take on a magical system, and I love it. Number 2 is Black Cat. What is the most superstitious book you've read? I had a hard time with this one because I feel like there's a book I read in recent history that has a lot of superstitions in it, and I just could not think of it. I looked through my shelves, I kind of browsed through my Kindle books, and nothing was really jumping out at me, so I don't know what it is. I'll probably think of it as soon as I actually finish editing and posting this, and it'll be too late. But the book I decided to go with instead is Gilo by J.D. Horn, which is the 4th book in the Witching Savannah series, and this is actually a prequel book. It takes place in Georgia in the 1950s, and it has to deal a lot with like voodoo and witchcraft and a lot of superstitions and deals with the devil and that kind of stuff. So that was kind of the closest that I could think of to something that was superstitious. Yeah, I'm going with it. Number 3 is Candy Corn, your favorite childhood Halloween book. And I had a hard time with this one as well. Oh, Mosa, she is just so chatty right now. What's the matter? What's the matter? She doesn't want to come in the office. She's just going to sit in the doorway and yell at me. Anyway, I don't remember any specifically Halloween books that I read as a child, but I did read some that were kind of spooky, like, R.L. Stine, Goosebumps sort of things. But the one that I decided to go with, just because it was one of my childhood favorites, is Stella Luna. And it's not really a spooky story, but it's about a bat, so it kind of seems related to Halloween. Anyway, I really liked Stella Luna. It was one of my favorites for a pretty long time, so I'm gonna go with that. Number 4 is Pumpkin Spice. What is your favorite seasonal book? And for this, I decided to go with Luck in the Shadows by Lynn Llewellyn, which is the first book in the Night Runner series. And I absolutely love this series. I love this book. I love these characters, all the things. As many of you know, I have a tattoo based on this series, so yeah, it's one of my favorites, and I end up rereading this one a lot. And I particularly like to reread it this time of year because just like a lot of fantasy series, it kind of has an autumnal feel to me because, you know, everybody's wearing cloaks and it's all crisp outside, and there's these awesome descriptions of food, which just feels all like cozy and comforting and stuff. So yeah, I just associate a lot of fantasy with fall time, which is partly why I love fantasy, because I love fall time. It's my favorite time. So I'm gonna go with this one. Number 5 is Ghostly Ghouls. What is the scariest story you've ever read? And I don't read that much horror, and I haven't read that much horror, and it's something that I keep saying I want to work on and then haven't really gotten around to, but I definitely want to still in the future, hopefully. So I'm trying to think of a book that really scared me, and there have been some that I read in recent history that had scary parts in them, but one that really came to mind, which I could have actually used for number 3 or whatever, is one that I read when I was a kid, and that was Scary Stories You Tell in the Dark. I don't know if you guys remember that, but it had the most terrifyingly just like nightmarish illustrations in it. My brother and I used to read those stories, and I just remember the pictures being so scary. I don't even remember the stories that much. I just remember that the story combined with the picture just totally freaked me out. So there you go. Then number 6 is Costume Party. What is your favorite spooky book cover? For this one, I'm going with Perfume by Patrick Susskind, and my copy of this got a bit messed up because all of the black started to kind of flake off around the sides, as you can see, but the actual design for this I just think is so pretty and so cool, and I just really love that. So yes, this is my favorite cover for a spooky read. Finally, number 7 is Truth or Dare. Who do you tag for this? As I am currently filming this on the evening of Halloween, I'm not going to tag anyone in particular, but we don't need a particular season to celebrate spooky things in Halloween time because Halloween is the best and it is forever. So if you would like to do this, even though it's probably no longer Halloween time, consider yourself tagged. Alright, so that wraps up my trick or treat book tag. Thank you so much, Gabrielle, for tagging me. This was tons of fun to do. I would love to hear down in the comments what you guys think of these books, if you have any spooky reads that you've been onto lately, or if you have any suggestions for me, since I keep saying that I need to read more horror and spooky reads. I will say I don't really like shock value horror. I prefer more like subtle spookiness, I guess, if that's a thing. I don't even know genres of horror, because this is how little I read of it. But, you know, if you can just go with that, and if you think I will like it, let me know, and I will check that out. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Please like this video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe if you'd like to see more. I hope you all had a fantastic Halloween, and I will talk to you soon. Bye!